If you've watched any videos or photos from this season, you'll know that contact has been very much a part of this formula, which is unfortunate. They should be trying to pass each other cleanly, but away we go with Jess Tout from the front. So Jess Tout in 7.92, followed by Natalie Edwards, who takes a wide line on the car park bend, and that allows Carla Jennings up the inside early on in this one. I'm not sure if Natalie was... Oh, that's a big push from Charlie Reynolds up the inside of Natalie Edwards. Contact already early in this one, and they've come together on the pit bend. That was a big lunge from Charlie Reynolds. I don't think there was any intentional contact, but there was a small window that she tried to get through there, and it's unfortunately put pay to both their races, as Natalie Edwards and Charlie Reynolds are off into the barrier. I think they've avoided any major damage, thankfully, but we'll make sure those two are all right. And we'll get those two cars, I think they've connected to each other actually, those two, so we'll get those cars disconnected and recover those, and then we'll get the rest of the race underway. Led off once again by Jess Tout with a slow rolling pace, and then the green flag drops, and straight away Carla Jennings looks to the outside of Jess Tout, but there's a long way around the outside, and Jess holds on to the lead position in this one. And it's Abby Taylor at the back in the Swift, who's, as I say, put in a superb performance all season to take second. Who rounds off this one and is looking all over the back of the 666 Peugeot. So two separate battles here for the girl power. We've got Carla Jennings all over the back of Jess Tout, looking to the inside, then the outside. And we've got Abby Taylor at the back, looking to get onto the podium places for this one. But it's the track champion, Jessica Tout, who leads them so far. Could be a flag-to-flag victory at this rate. But Carla Jennings is going to try everything she can to get past. Good battle between these two for the lead. As they round the pit bend once again, Carla looks to the outside. A long way around there as we look to the 4-lap board. So 4 laps left in this one. Can Carla make any impression on the lead for this race? And can Abby make it past into 3rd position in this one? We've yet to see. She's all over the back of this one, but remember, it's no contact, so it's a long way around the outside if that's the way they choose to go. Jessica Tout holds on to the lead in this one. Carla once again looks to the outside, but can't quite get the power down on this short track. It's short straights, and you don't get long to make your move. As they round the pit bend into the final lap. So 1 lap left in this one, and the final lap board drops. Jessica Tout holding on to the lead in this one. In the glittery sign-written gold Fiesta, Carla looks to make a move for the last bend, but I don't think it's going to be enough. As they cross the line, bumper to bumper between Jess Tout in 1st, Carla Jennings in 2nd. And Lacey May holds on for 3rd from Abby Taylor in the 32 machine. So that sees the conclusion of heat number 1 for the girl power. Our next race will be the Hot 1600s, another of our support formula, and then we look forward to the big one. We've got 2 heats of big van bangers, so the bangers will be up very Abby Taylor in the Suzuki Swift, who leads them away for this one, as she looks across to Starter for his instructions. Mr. Starter drops the green flag and we're away, so a good start there by Abby Taylor straight off the bat. But it's Anna Blount that's chasing it down from the beginning. And Jess Tout with all the work to do from the back, our track champion. Looking up the inside of Natalie Edwards, but thinking better of it. Charlie Reynolds battling once again with, I suspect, the remnants of some damage from the first race. That car likely to handle slightly differently after that steering damage early on. Abby Taylor's got a decent lead already in this one. But the real battles between Carla Jennings, Natalie Edwards, and whether Jess Tout can make any difference from the back in this one. Lots of tyre squeal from the understeering front-wheel drive cars. Carla Jennings looks up the inside of Charlie Reynolds, and as the gap closed very quickly, they've managed to all come out of that unscathed, but Charlie Reynolds had a little bit of a moment there as she got pushed aside by Carla Jennings on the car park bend, thinks better of it and goes wider this time to allow the quicker drivers through, and Carla Jennings has taken advantage of that, as has Natalie Edwards, and I think Jess Tout will also head up the inside of Charlie Reynolds. It'll be 5 laps this time by. Charlie Reynolds losing out several places there after getting pushed to the outside line. And I think the next to come under pressure will be Anna Blount, who's holding on very well at the moment in second position. But she's going to come under pressure quite quickly from the 106 as they're very, very close going into the bottom bend. Anna's taking a slightly wider line. I think that was tactical, allowing Carla a little bit of breathing room on the inside line. Carla's not capitalised on that though, and Anna holds on for second position as we're on the third lap board, 3 laps this time. Great battle for second in this one. Can Anna hold on for second position as they head up the back straight? Carla Jennings putting all sorts of pressure, filling Anna's mirrors here. Anna's going to have to hold a tight line. Oh, and Carla's made the most of that, so Anna left a little bit of a gap there. Carla's gone up the inside line to take second position, and Anna's now under pressure from the Fiesta from Natalie in number 9. Natalie getting caught up, of course, with Charlie in the first race, but good to see Natalie has made it back out, and she's now made it into the podium places as she passes Anna on the inside as they go into the car park bend. We've also got a bit of a battle, but it's going to be a late battle from Carla on to Abby Taylor, but I think Abby's going to hold on for this one as we cross the line. So Abby Taylor, flag to flag victory for Abby in the Swift from Carla Jennings, and a very good drive there from Natalie Edwards towards the back, and then came all the way through for third position from a disadvantaged start. Superb. Fantastic race from Girl Power. Good to see some nice clean racing, save for a little bit of a nudge on Charlie at one point on the bottom bend. So we'll give Abby, and it will be Jess Tout in the 792 machine making the first challenge for the lead in this one. But don't forget Abby Taylor there too, runner-up in our track championship this year. And straight away past Jess Tout, who's made a terrible start. I think Jess Tout may have missed a gear there. Our track champion has shot herself in the foot early doors in this one, giving Carla Jennings a huge advantage, and we've got coming together on the bottom bend as Jess Tout was trying to find a gear there. I'm hoping both drivers will manage to rejoin there, but it's given a huge advantage to Carla Jennings. Both drivers have restarted, that's good. So a tangle between Jess Tout and, a bit of argy-bargy there between Natalie Edwards and Jess Tout on the back straight. So a bit of a coming together has disadvantaged both of them in this final. But in the meantime, Carla Jennings is the one who's taken and Jess Tout's gotten it very, very sideways, I think, with a bit of mud on the tyres after going on the infield there. So disaster there for Jess Tout, who's cutting across the infield as well. So it's Carla Jennings in the lead in this one, Natalie Edwards being a lap down. And Anna Blount gets it all crossed up on the pit bend, but continues in third position in this one, which would be a great result for Anna. It's Carla Jennings in first, Abby Taylor in second with those fantastic illuminated valve caps on the wheel. And Anna Blount looking to round off her season well in third position. Natalie Edwards seems to have slowed up. I'm not sure if she's got a mechanical failure there. I'm not sure what the issue was there with Natalie. We also lost Charlie Reynolds at some point in proceedings there, parked up on the bottom bend unfortunately for Charlie, cutting her race short. So it's still Carla Jennings out in front, although now with a much narrower gap from Abby Taylor, who's all over the back end of her in the closing stages of this one. We've got only 3 laps remaining in this one, and Abby Taylor's challenging for the lead in the Girl Power final, tries to go up the inside. Carla Jennings holds on around the outside. It looks like we're going to have a great finish to the end of the Girl Power final here. Can Abby challenge once again for the lead here? Carla Jennings definitely showing her, definitely setting the pace in this one with 2 laps to go, but Abby's not going to back off. So it's Carla Jennings who remains out in front in this one, although she has got a good pace on her and she is staying ahead of Abby. I don't think Abby's going to have enough to challenge for the lead in the last lap of this one as we go onto the last lap boards. Anna also on the podium, which is a superb result for Anna in the closing stages of this season. And they round the top corner for the last time, round the pit bend for the last time in the Girl Power season. Very close finish, but it's Carla Jennings who takes the spoils from Abby Taylor and Anna Blount. Superb results for those 3 ladies. And we'll call the results on that one. And we'll get these girls their trophies and then get them back in the pits so we can start with our next race. We are going to be shifting along quickly through our list of races today because we appreciate it's cold.